If you need to hide someone's identity in a photo, blurring a face in Photoshop is one of the quickest and cleanest ways to do it. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to blur a face step by step using simple tools that work for beginners and still give you a professional result. And if this video helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy Photoshop tutorials. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your image in Photoshop and take a second to protect your original photo. In the Layers panel on the bottom right, click your photo layer, then press Ctrl and J to duplicate it. This creates a backup, which is important because it lets you make edits non-destructively. That means if you ever want to change the effect later, you still have your original image untouched underneath. Now that you have a duplicate layer on top, make sure that's the one you're working on. Next, you need to select the face you want to blur. Go to the left toolbar and find the rectangular marquee tool. If you don't see the elliptical marquee tool right away, just right-click the marquee icon and choose it from the menu, or simply press M on your keyboard to cycle through the selection tools. Once you have the elliptical marquee tool active, click and drag an oval selection around the face. Try to keep the selection tight enough to cover the face, but leave a small margin so the blur looks natural and covers all facial features. If the face is at an angle, you may need to adjust the shape a little to fit better. For a softer and more realistic result, you can add a feather to the selection. To do that, press Shift and F6, then enter a feather value between 2 and 5 pixels. A small feather helps blend the blur into the surrounding skin and prevents that harsh, cut-out look around the edge of the selection. Once your selection is ready, it's time to apply the blur effect. There are two easy options here, depending on the look you want. If you want a smooth privacy blur, go to the top menu, click Filter, then Blur, and choose Gaussian Blur. A dialog box will open with a radius slider. Slowly increase the radius until the person's facial features are no longer recognizable. The exact number will depend on the size and quality of the image, so just keep adjusting until the face is fully obscured. When it looks right, click OK to apply the effect. If you want a stronger Censor-Style look instead, you can use Pixelation. Go to Filter, then Pixelate, and choose Mosaic. This creates large blocky squares over the selected area. In the Mosaic window, adjust the cell size slider until the face is completely hidden. Larger cell sizes make the blocks bigger and the identity harder to see, which is useful if you want a more obvious censorship effect. Once you're happy with the result, click OK. After applying either Blur, or Pixelate, the final step is to remove the selection outline. Just press Ctrl and D on your keyboard to deselect, and the blinking border will disappear. And that's it. You've successfully blurred a face in Photoshop. You now know how to duplicate your layer for safety, select the face, add a soft feather, apply either Gaussian Blur or Mosaic, and finish by deselecting the image. If you found this useful, please like the video and subscribe for more Photoshop tips, editing tricks, and beginner-friendly tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.